trick. It's a lot older than I am, but when you're telling a story, not just in textually, but also when you're telling a story in person, sometimes you switch into present tense when you feel the immediacy of what's happening, not as if it has happened, but as if it is happening. So you might be telling a story about driving down the road, and you're like, "So I was driving down the road," and then you switch to present tense when you're like, "And a deer jumps out." That's not a very good story, but that's the one that came to mind. So that's why I did it. I wanted to give the sense that almost like something had broken inside of Q, and he has to switch to present tense. It's that scene where they first go to the Auspry, and there's the smell of death that turns out to be a raccoon. That something has broken inside of him that makes him switch to feeling as if the things that happened are now still happening. Yes. Did Hank start dating Catherine first, or did I come up with the title An Abundance of Katherines first? Hank was dating Katherines before I came up with the title, but the two things are unrelated because I picked Katherines not because of Hank, but because it has the right mix of consonants and vowels for anagramming. I mean, I wish I had a fancy literary reason, but I don't. It has the right mix of consonants and vowels for anagramming, and also it contains, the word Katherines contains both the word heart and the word tears. And I'm not very good at anagramming, so I needed to pick words that would help me seem like I was as smart as Colin. But on the topic of anagramming, I was just talking about this at a school today because I was reminded of it, and it makes me so happy. Do you know that Britney Spears anagrams to Presbyterians? Okay, you did know that. A lot of people were like, yes, I did, thank you. Thank you for the reminder, though. Isn't that weird? Isn't that just so statistically improbable that you can barely get your head around it, particularly given the weirdness of the spelling of the Britney in question? There's not an A, there's only one T, there's that seemingly superfluous E. It makes you wonder, did Britney Spears' mom, think if we spell Britney this way, it will anagram to Presbyterians, which is something that, kept me up at night for years and years and years. And then one day I was just flipping the channels and I saw an interview with Britney Spears' mom on MTV, and I was like, no. Probably not. For one thing, they're Baptist, and for another thing, she just doesn't seem that into wordplay.